When I walk into the garden, I like to look at the beautiful colors, the aromas, the smell, the crunchiness of the vegetables. I like to get my hands in, break off some pieces of kale or some other leaf. Just kind of take a look at it. The leaves, the vegetables, whenever they're harvested and just fresh off the plant, they're always the crunchiest that they'll ever be. To me, it's just really beautiful. So this kale here, as I'm kind of just pulling it apart, you're seeing it has some oils coming off of the stem. I like to go ahead and taste that. Tasting the crunchiness, the greenness, just the freshness of each leaf with every bite. Mindfulness in the garden is a kind of a way to get away from everyday life. Take walks into nature, into the garden, or into farms, and to begin to connect. Begin to connect with your food, and it's a great way to kind of separate from any stress, to think about where that food was, where it came from, who harvested that food, what does the soil smell like? You know, really put your place in the moment with that ingredient. It's a time for relaxation. It's a great way to relieve some stress and to have fun. And it's just really an excellent way to approach any vegetable, any flower, anything that you're growing yourself. Just adds so much more of an experience to enjoyment of food, how you approach food. The Blue Watermelon Project is an excellent program to get the kids involved and to create that experience. So what we want to talk about is how can we be mindful in the kitchen? So, well, the first few things you want to think about is about taking your time. How does your apple feel? Just really slowing down and kind of looking at it. We're going to use all of our senses. Is it smooth? Does it have any blemishes? How does it smell? And start imagining now how the apple is going to taste. Go ahead and give it a crunch. How loud was the crunch when you were biting the apple? You're going to be able to verify those tastes of the sweet, the sour. Now you can really start to smell and verify a lot of those mindful tips that you were thinking about, how it may have been grown or how, if it is sweet. Think about how hard it is to cut the apple. Really listen to the crunch and how tough it is to cut that apple. Just really taking your time with it. So we're gonna add some butter. You can see right away with one of our senses that the butter begins to melt, and then you can hear the sound of it beginning to crackle a little bit, this is indicating to me that we want to begin to add our apples. Think about next steps. After tasting the apple, do we think that it might need more sugar or maybe some citrus? So it's a good opportunity to think about, adjusting the recipe because now we tasted it. Thank you for joining us with these mindful tips from Chef in the Garden, which started in the garden, and now it's time to enjoy. Delicious.